Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out and they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man, it's Carpenter. Gets it out quickly. Still running up the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets... to the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Finds the tight end. Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4. And it'll be 1st and goal. Curl route seems... But when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
From the gun. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Boone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to beat him to the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down.
Timeout, Penn State.
Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads it left. He's got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. For these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Hayes. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st down from the 11. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Indiana!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Denmark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. The short hands, it's Ben. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quick pass on the jet motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why
he'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Carpenter. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Sails one into the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Under fire. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that.
And the defense got him at the 27.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 82.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Carpenter. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming. Still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Pickett. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Arkansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Knight. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Pulls it in. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
To the air, it's Carpenter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Boone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ben. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Back to pass. Uncorks it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll... We're on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Indiana.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, We've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. He fires to the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. If there's time to pad the stats. Takes a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's going to go down as